Can't deny, I was extremely excited to see this movie, even though it got pushed from last summer to February. The movie is Juniper. I knew I was going to do that. Damn it. So every time I say Juniper, maybe you can do a drinking game. I just said it twice. So every time I say Juniper, that's the third time you can start drinking, because this movie is actually called Jupiter Ascending. Okay. So I love the Wachowskis. I love Bound, I love The Matrix, I enjoyed the sequels, not greater by any means. I didn't really enjoy Speed Racer, even though I thought it was visually stunning. And I really absolutely loved, and I've seen it a few times now, especially on Blu-ray, Cloud Atlas from a few years ago. So I couldn't help be excited about this movie when it was coming out last year, even though I wasn't really pumped up about the cast. I'm not a hater of Mila Kunis, I like her, but she just looked really out of place. But I've really, Channing Tatum has really grown on me, and the visuals were just stunning and amazing. It looked like it would be a fun, exciting science fiction creature feature. So, what's it about? Let's try and explain that. Okay, Mila Kunis is an Earthling. She was born from two parents, of course. Her father dies, and she goes and lives with her mother and her mother's family in Chicago. And she finds out one day these aliens are trying to kill her. And in the process, she meets a half alien, or half dog, or half human, played by Channing Tatum. Did I tell you this was an original idea? Okay, so she finds out that Earth is a property of outer space of some kind, and she is a queen of something. And there's this evil person of some kind, played by Eddie Redmayne, Oscar-nominated Eddie Redmayne, who talks like this, and he's got his plan to destroy Earth or take it over, and he's got to kill Mila Kunis and everybody, or his world will be destroyed. And he's always like this in this movie. Okay, so I'm not going to do that anymore. That really hurt the voice. So in this film, In this film, Jupiter Ascending, it's a original film done by the Wachowskis. Again, I have lots of respect because they can put on a visual show and sometimes give us an amazing story, especially with The Matrix and Bound and Cloud Atlas. So we went to the IMAX. I actually saw this at the IMAX 3D with some friends. So how did I feel about it? You know, this movie started really in the wrong place. There were moments in the film at the beginning where I didn't know what to make of it. It felt from the beginning that this looked like it was a sequel to a film that we never saw, because it gets us right into this story. I don't know what's happening half the time, and suddenly we get to know these off-world characters played by Eddie Redmayne and some other people that are in the film. I actually saw Mabatha Ra from Beyond the Lights, and she had like these big ears. She just looked... That was another problem I had about this film. I have many problems about this movie, but a lot of the makeup effects, either they worked or they extremely didn't. And Mabatha Ra, just whatever her name is, Mabatha from... I know I'm butchering her name, and I apologize because I love her as an actress. I loved her in Belle last year and in Beyond the Lights. But she was one of the characters. She's just this beautiful woman with these big, ugly ears. Again, some of the makeup effects were good, and other times it wasn't, but that's what really didn't bother me. I thought the movie looked great. It looks amazing. The action set pieces are incredible to watch as you see the flying around, whether it's on Earth or these outer space places. So there's lots of exciting stuff that's happening and occurring in this movie. I like Channing Tatum, but for some reason, Mila Kunis felt really miscast. She felt like she didn't belong in this film at all. And Sean Bean's in the film. He's okay. He's playing Sean Bean. And pretty much everybody's playing themselves, except for Eddie Redmayne. Even though I thought he gave a terrible performance in this movie. He's not in the movie very long. I really do appreciate the fact that he looked like he was trying to do something. Because everybody else in this film is just pretty much playing themselves. Channing Tatum is Channing Tatum. He just has pointy ears. And the special effects and the production design and the look of the film is incredible, but the film is a complete mess. It's so ambitious that it has no idea what it's doing. The story is all over the place. Half the time, I had no idea what was going on. And I will be honest with you, I never leave a movie, and I didn't leave this movie. I never leave a film, no matter how terrible it is. I watch it till the very end so I can have an honest opinion about it. But I'll tell you, this movie's 2 hours and 4 minutes, and I knew 15 to 20 minutes that this film was not going to get any better, and it did not. You know, I didn't care about what was happening, even though some amazing things were happening on screen and the sound was great. The 3D was a complete waste of time. I would not recommend to see this movie in 3D at all. Don't waste your money. Don't waste your time with the 3D. If you really feel the need, you have to see it because you're a fan of the Wachowskis like me. Just go see it in 2D. Don't pay full price. See it for free if you can. Don't sneak in the theater, but get a free ticket of some kind and then watch it. I cannot recommend this film. This is a disaster. This movie, I think, cost over almost $200 million to make, and I imagine it bombing at the box office. I'll be shocked if this makes lots of money. We'll have to see. Again, I felt like when I was watching this movie that I didn't know what was happening half the time, and I felt like an idiot. I felt really insulted by watching this movie. It's like, you know, you should have like read the Cliff Notes before watching this film, because it explains everything, because we're just going to get right into this adventure, and all these crazy things, and outlandish costumes, and crazy sets, and really bad, really terrible green screen. There's a lot of terrible green screen in this movie, but I just did not enjoy this film at all. I really tried. I even after the 15-minute mark, and it just got worse and worse. I mean, this movie, you think like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that just happened. That's a terrible moment. And then it would top itself. It would just continually to top itself in how bad the film actually was. And again, I am so depressed about my feelings about this movie. I'm so bummed because I have a lot of respect for the Wachowskis. I think they are talented, but I would love for them to direct a film, but let somebody else write it. Or maybe take a property that already exists and develop it from there, but don't write the screenplay anymore. I think these guys, and girl, of course, Lana is a girl. I don't want to get that wrong, so we got Lana, and we got Andy. And so I think these directors just really need to pull back the restraints. Someone needs to pull back their restraints and just say, we're going to let you direct this movie, but we're going to form the script with you, but not have, looks like they had full control of the script, and it looks like they were completely insane, on drugs half the time. That's how I felt. Maybe I don't want to judge, or I don't want to assume, but it just felt like they were they were doing something half the time while watching this movie. It lost me many times, and it never really brought me back. I was just like, how more ridiculous can this movie get? And again, I felt pretty stupid watching this film. Like, I should have known what I was getting into before actually watching it. Like they had set up this universe before this movie ever existed, and I didn't appreciate that at all. I felt like it was a huge slap in the face to me as a fan, and I don't know. I mean, I'd be curious if anybody has seen this movie and they've enjoyed it. I know I do have some friends that enjoyed it, and I do respect their opinion. But for me, this movie was a complete waste of my time, the filmmaker's time, everybody involved. It just felt so wasted, and it's so sad because there's so much work with the special effects, and if there was any production design or production value to the film, it looks like there was a lot of green screen. It did look like there was a lot of green screen, and I'm rambling right now, but I just want to say this movie really upset me. It is one of the worst films of 2015, in my opinion, and I would not recommend this film on my worst enemy, but if you really feel like you need to see it, try not to pay full price. Go to a matinee. I don't know, maybe you'll enjoy it more than I did, but I think this movie was just garbage, and it never, oh my gosh, I don't know what to make of it. I don't even know what to make of this film, Jupiter Ascending. It's just all over the map, and for that, I am going to give the film Jupiter Ascending, there I know, I said it correctly, I'm going to give it 1 star out of 4. I'm MovieManCHad. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I'm also on Twitter, and I'm on Facebook, and please go to WeLiveFilm.com and subscribe right here on YouTube to We Live Film. Also go to Long Beach Acting and Film Association right here on Facebook and Twitter. Please also go to MoviePile.com, and if you enjoyed this video movie review, and if you've seen this film in the comment box below, please comment below and let me know that I'm completely insane, I'm completely wrong about this. I imagine I'll get a lot of hate for this video, and that's okay. just my opinion. That's all it is. Just my opinion. You can completely disagree with me. But if you didn't like this film, also comment below. I'd really like to know. In the meantime, have a great day, a wonderful night, and a wonderful life, and I'll talk to you in my next movie review. Bye, everyone. Peace be with you, my friends.